What? Ah, Revenant. Hi guys, Catmaster here with another quality video. Today I want to talk a little bit about my progress so far in the hardcore solo self-found Metamorph League. And how it's been going with the Toxic Rain Pathfinder character. There is also a video that I want to make that explains the basic mechanics and the scaling and like the idea behind the build, the different abilities I use, how I set them up, and what I'm looking for in the tree and in items. If there's anything in particular that you want to know about the Toxic Rain Pathfinder that I've been playing, then leave a comment down below. If you've not subscribed yet and you enjoy small independent content on YouTube like mine, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing the videos, because YouTube is continuously making moves towards favoring the bigger corporations against the small content creators on YouTube. So if you like what I do here, please remember to like, share and subscribe the videos. That helps me stay competitive. And also I hear from other content creators that they lose their subscribers, that their subscribers are telling them that they've lost the subscription to the channel. So if you've been subscribed before, please check that you're still subscribed to the channel. That way you'll stay up to date with the videos and my channel stays competitive. Thanks so much. And now quickly going over this video. So I decided to play Toxic Rain Pathfinder with a mix between the hit damage, the poison damage, the damage over time, and I actually threw a Herald of Agony into the mix, and we're also using Bane as an additional layer of damage and as a skill to apply our Despair Curse, and we're using Plague Bearer because we're applying so much poison that it's actually worth it to have another million of damage that we can just unload whenever we walk in. Again, these are all mechanics and skills that we'll explain in detail in my video, so if you have any questions about them, please feel free to share them in the comments. In this video, I want to quickly talk about how far we got, what we acquired, where we were at, and see where we go from there. So I went up to red maps already. I'm a little bit behind on my mapping progression. I don't seem to be able to open my atlas because this character died to standard, so I'll have to show you on another thing. So we did a lot of maps. Shit, this completely threw me off. Wow. So I did get to red maps, and in the process we geared up a little bit. I farmed Imperial Legacy character cards on my previous character, and I managed to make this bow that with the Syndicate we actually put white sockets on it because I have Ricci 3 in research. This bow is pretty mediocre, right? It has +1 bow gems, it has a tier 4 flat fizz and a tier 5 increase, but it could be much better, even if there was just not this increase and we could craft the increase from the bench for an exalt up to 129%, I think, that would already be better. But I don't really want to give this bow up. I was thinking about recrafting it or annulling it, but I was like, no, it's too good. I don't want to lose the ability to farm red maps, because that keeps me in the ladder, keeps me generating gear and all that stuff. By the way, we made it into the top 10 Pathfinder alive yesterday before we died. And top 500 overall. But there was an unfortunate accident that I'm going to talk about later. I found this helmet, which is really good. Incursion armor from Metamorph reward. This one has the hybrid mod cold resist fizz damage from hits taken as cold damage. Now normally I don't like hits taken as cold damage or lightning damage as much as fire damage, because that can actually chill and freeze you if the enemy crits. But since we're a Pathfinder and we got Master Alchemist, we're immune to all elemental ailments anyway. So, I mean, flasks are always up. Flasks have to be up to be immune to the ailments, but they are always up as a Pathfinder. You know, you just always get your flasks, you keep generating charges, they refill, they last a long time, and pretty good. I actually found Coralito's signature the other day in the lab when I was farming Uber Lab, which is the flask associated with poison. Really nice flask. I didn't think about this before I made the build, and I didn't think it would be that much of a boost, but the 25 chance to poison on hit during flask effect actually turned into 35 through all my flask effect scaling, so this is the perfect complementary chance to poison on hit for the build that I needed, and I hope that when I reroll the build I'm going to find this flask again, or I'm going to be able to chance it, because otherwise I don't know what to do. Yesterday we also found Cherubim's Maleficence, and decided to put into the build because I was really lacking damage, and it was a very slight downgrade in terms of life only. My current chest piece, or my previous chest piece, had 110 and Cherubim's has up to 100. I divined it twice and sadly didn't get lucky, but it's overall a very nice chest piece for any chaos damage build because it has a very large increase that can carry a long time. Like when it was at 60% and I put it on, it just was straight up 10% more damage on my damage over time, on my poisons. Really, really nice. I found High Respite. No, this one is not found. This one's actually from... No, this one's found. This one's a found one. But you can also make this from a vendor recipe with a White Sharktooth Arrow Quiver, a Rare Onyx Amulet, a at least 1% quality Rain of Arrows, and a Chance Orb. Vendor all these 4 things, get a High Respite. Really cool. We're using Weathered Hunter as an anoint on the amulet, which has also a lot of attributes. Yeah, Weathered Hunter for a little bit of accuracy, all res, and dex. Budget anoint because I didn't think this amulet was going to be final. I was looking forward to getting a better one and anointing something better, so I was saving my better oils and just using what I was willing to expend. We also replaced the gloves yesterday when we found Worm Sign. Sadly, I always forgot about it, but with Enduring Cry on the swap, I was able to get 3 endurance charges easily and to start a rampage in the beginning of the map, and that would accelerate the map clear a lot. And it was only a small downgrade. I didn't need the resists on the previous gloves, so it's always nice to fit rampage in your builds, especially if you're trying to speed farm. And outside of that, I think only noteworthy mention is this ring, which is also an incursion ring, with the prefix for mana gain on hit. Sad that I lost this one because I don't actually have a replacement for it. This was very good for the sustain versus single target. Or in general for the sustain of mana, because standing still is like, that's something you only do on single target because everything else dies after 1 or 2 applications and you just walk around and attack. But what did I want to say? Mana sustain is really important. You need to have some way of regaining mana while you're doing that. You obviously don't want to run a mana flask. So, yeah. Not sure how I'm going to solve that problem in the next iteration of the build, but I am committed to rolling it again. I was also fairly invested into Chaos Resist. I got nice Chaos Resist ring here, nice Chaos Resist on the boots. That's also going to be a problem once we get back into maps. We get positive 13 Chaos Resist on this character. Really nice. And of course I had a Roomies, which gave me a little bit of block. Which was actually, we're 54 dodge, 44 dodge spells, and then 16-6 for block because of all the flask effect. We still get 16-6 out of the flask, despite the fact that you get 30% less chance to dodge attack hits. 30% less chance to block spell and attack damage from aggro. So it was completely worth to run that in sketchy situations. Normally I'd run a Quicksilver of Adrenaline, of course, in this slot, which is here. I was always swapping them. I think that's about it. We crafted a lot of jewels, but ended up using the ones with max life only, obviously. Max life, projectile damage, a little bit of mana. But I do have a lot of jewels left. It's really nice is picking up Crystal Skin because it's reduced elemental damage taken. So that stacks additively with the reduced elemental damage taken from Nature's Boon. That's pretty nice. Nature's Reprisal, Master Toxicist are both excellent for the damage. Really nice synergy with Toxic Rain, especially if you're looking to poison. The 50% increased area of effect, bread and butter for the damage. I recommend in solo self-found picking this up in the first lap. Currently on my new character I'm picking it up on the second lap because I thought I had good gear. But probably having picked this up would have been much bigger. And yeah, I did 2 rounds of Elder Slayer Guardians on the Atlas with this character. Quickly gonna show you my Atlas. So like I said, we unlocked 8 Watchstones in total, and we socketed them in the regions and already upgraded a lot of regions, and now we're currently trying to get a map base pool around tier 10 so that we can actually upgrade a region with more Watchstones so we can push into red maps in that region. Because currently, in order to get the next encounters, I need to have 2 Watchstones socketed at least in every zone, right? This one excluded because this one I already got all the Watchstones obtained. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun little mini game. We did delve a lot. We actually got how deep are we? Quickly talk to Nico. We're quite deep for someone who only casually delves here and there. 141. So that's monster level 80 already. That's way higher than the maps I was farming, but I was getting good experience. So for those of you who missed my rip clip, I did die to a Stygian Revenant corpse explosion just right after clearing the map. I walked into the corpses. It was completely invisible to me. I had just cleared the map. I was just walking away and clicking my gems to level up, and then instantly got killed. Through all the dodge and armor, through all the dodge and block and all the avoidance mechanics, they didn't save me. Which is unlucky, but it's also completely my fault for running an indoor map with Revenants. If you see Revenants in an indoor map that is dark, just skip it. That's something I learned. I died to Revenants last league as well, because it was completely invisible, and it's something that I should know, where I really blame myself. Where I don't really want to blame the design, because that's been in the game for a long time now, and it's something that I should know. As opposed to the metamorph mechanics that are a little bit unclearly signaled. Partially. Most of it is pretty fair, and I've been having a lot of fun with this character, deleting the metamorphs when they spawn in maps, when I spawn them. Because you can actually front load a lot of damage, and you can, you know, do your Vow Blight, activate Plague Bearer, curse them, apply Bane, and really a lot of damage that you can put out if you stand still. And if you don't stand still, you still deal nice damage. You can still walk around, apply Toxic Rain, and be like relatively safe with this build. I haven't died or haven't got really close to dying in any of the fights because you're able to play so defensively. That's that. As I said, look out for the Mechanics Explained video where I go a little bit more into detail with the stuff. If you haven't been there yet, check out my stream at twitch.tv/CatmasterOP, where we have a lot of fun during Christmas, after Christmas, in the new year. And have wonderful holidays, have a lot of fun in PoE, great loot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.